Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited, and today we'll discuss and talk about the fight between Sam Goodman from Australia and Nick Ball of Britain. It is a good fight, a very good fight. But the question we're going to be asking in this video today is whether does Sam Goodman have a standard chance at all in this fight. A lot of people believe he's ran away from fighting Nahoya Inoue the other time. He was supposed to fight him, even he fell through because of the injury he had while in training, and they ran away from fighting him and moved up in weight to go for the fight for the title in the WBA, for the WBA Featherweight Championship held by Nick Ball. The questions, there are so many questions in this fight. A lot of people are asking, and myself, I'm asking the same questions as well. We know Ball. Nick Ball is all-rounder, all-action fighter. We see him a lot of times. He never fails. He's still undefeated. He's been breached only once with a draw they had, and that's it. Nick Ball is an all-action and all-pressure and the relentless puncher. The question that arises now is whether Sam Goodman can nullify the pressure that relentless pressure that Nick Ball brings. Taking in consideration the fact that he is moving up in weight. So that is the main question now. And again, the Ball has speed as well. The speed is phenomenal, and then the stamina that it comes with. He starts fighting from round one till the end of the fight the same way, and his combinations are up and down, from body to head, from head to body, all the way. He never lets you to breathe. He comes after you time after time. Every time he's on top of you like a leash, like a knot. It doesn't give you that kind of space for you to operate. In fact, what it does at the end of the day is to take away your reading, take away your game plan, and make you fight his fight. And that is why he's still undefeated now in the featherweight division. We saw his fight the other day with Ramon Ford, who will also be fighting on the 16th of August in the same bill. And we're wondering, for Sam Goodman to have a chance, he has to nullify the movement, the pressure, the relentless nature of a ball, and then the fireworks, the combinations and everything is so much for him to do. But if you look at Nick Ball, it reminds me of Pitbull Cruz. The only way Pitbull Cruz was beaten by Rayo Valenciana, He was beaten by him because of the way he fought. In this channel, we always emphasize the fact that styles make fights. And we're going to say that again in this fight between Goodman and Ball. Having said that, I have to be honest with you, is a hard ask, a big ask, difficult ask for Goodman in this. Since he's coming up in this fight, since he's coming up in weight, to fight a fighter like a Ball. However, if he comes, as I said, like Rayo Venezuela, if he comes in that way and he's educative and he comes there because he has an advantage on height levels, on reach advantage, if you come in with a system where he masters or controls the center of the ring, the distance, the space, the gap, and then use his jab to control everything that comes and make sure that Nick Ball doesn't get inside, because Nick Ball is way too small for him. He's way shorter than him at 5'2", but he has advantage to the stomach, to the body. At the end of the day, styles make fight, as we say. So it depends on the style that Goodman comes. Nobody comes to the fight with. Nobody is giving him any chance, even my humble self. But I believe that if he comes in with an educative way, intelligent way of fighting, that he's going to have a success in this fight. If he can withstand the pressure, especially in the early rounds, the first stanza of the fight, the pressure of ball, which all we know, relentless, combinations, speed, and everything. Because Goodman has got good movement. He's got skill as well. He can fight on the back foot. He can fight on the front foot. But for ball, if you make ball fight on the back foot, what does he do? You have to make him fight on the back foot to win him. But that is a difficult ask. It's easier said than done anyway. To be honest with you, Nick Ball is a raging bull, and he's going to come after you as soon as the bell sounds, and he's going to stay on top of you till the end of the fight. Either he knocks you out, or the referee stops the fight, or he beats you up and down and make you uncomfortable and lose even your game plan. Because as we say, one punch makes the game plan fly out of the window. It throws the game plan out of the window. Because once you get hit, man, you want to come back and hit him back again. So, but the situation here is tense. Anything can happen in this fight. If Goodman comes in on the day and uses his skill and pushes Nick Ball back, and then uses reach to set up his punches, control the fight with your jab. That is jab. Jab is the most important punch in the boxing world, in the boxing as a whole. If you come in, you take him out, control him, and then start jabs to the solar plexus, and then left hook. You will probably nullify. We do not know this. You probably nullify Nick Bell, because Nick Bell has got experience in big fights. We've seen him the other day with Vegas. In fact, I felt it, knocking Vegas down. I believe he beat him. The decision there, I don't know what the referees were looking at, but that is it. It is what it is, That is what we see in boxing regularly. I felt Bull won that fight, but they called it a draw, and so it stands till today. But if he comes in, if Goodman comes in with the system that Rayo Venezuela used in beating Pitbull Cruz, because as I said before, could be Nick Bull, reminds me of Pitbull Cruz. If he comes in that system and be patient, box and fight. Whenever he comes in, you hold him in a clash, upset his plan, upset his reading, and then, control the fight. Jab, boom, 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 boom. And then combinations, and then you move. It has to come from your legs. You have to be movement all through. And then your work rate has to be very high, because that is what is important in this fight. Because Nick Bull, as we've seen him before, comes with his work. He comes away with his footwork, work rate, balancing, and then punches from all angles, to the body, to the head, because his shot is on the shorter side, so he's going to come from the body first, and then he'll switch over to the head. If Goodman can upset all these plans, if he can do anything against them, I think he has a chance, no doubt about that. But for me, I believe Nick Bell has advantage in experience, advantage in confidence and momentum at the moment. Both boys are undefeated, but we'll see. Somebody still has to go. A lot of people said Nick Bull is, Sam Goodman is running from fire to frying pan, so I don't know what it is. We'll see on the day. Anything can happen in boxing. You never know, most of the things that happen in boxing, you can never, there are upsets in the boxing world. It happens. We've seen it several times. We remember the Mike Tyson fight with Holyfield, the Buster Douglas fight with Mike Tyson, and a hell lot of other ones. Even, hell lot of other fighters, fights, So We do not say, but we know that Nigbo has advantage here in terms of experience, in terms of punches thrown, work rate, in terms of everything mostly. But if Goodman can sustain his fight and use the distance and make Nigbo fight on the back foot, he has an advantage. He has a chance. I'm saying it here. You never know. Mark my words. If he can fight in that way, I tell you, get a decision out of Nigbo. But how long can he be on? How long can he stay? That is the question. My time is up here, my brothers and sisters. We'll see another day. Please help us in subscribing to the channel and sharing this video to other people that you know. And do have a nice day and God bless. Bye.